more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Something we've been watching closely is MP's promise to get the win in home games this season. He's been very vocal about wanting to deliver for these fans.
And MP is well on his way to achieving what he set out to do. This team has been very impressive when they're on their home court, feeding off the cheers of the fans and playing with a ton of energy.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Hartenstein in at the center, locking down the middle. Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team. And this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City, that is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun. Allen for three. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Williams. Dort finds Williams. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls fan. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat you, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he makes good on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Green. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Dort. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace finds Wiggins. Williams sets a screen for Wiggins. Pocket six. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Joe. drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Allen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got 9 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams passes to Williams. Now Joe. And he drops it in from the low post. Joe's got his second bucket tonight.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here is Williams. His last outing, he had 18 points. Joe in the corner takes a three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I really like how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Wiggins, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Joe in at the 3 spot.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Allen, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
We can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you.
Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching on office deals, it's getting higher and higher, and once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Williams, a screen on Allen. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the 76ers. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the front.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Rockets making a change here. Brooks checked in, and a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alex Caruso in for Wallace. First half is now in the books. Rockets lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center.
Under 26.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Houston Rockets.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass the cinnamon rolls.
I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Thunder trailing by 13. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. And it's Allen in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Green passes to Allen. Smith on the wing. Pass to Green. Inside. Shot clock at 6. And the basket is good. Allen's got 23 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter. To the inside. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Joe's checked in. Beyond the arc. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks dishes to Allen. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And it's 29 points for Allen.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Rockets lead by 16. And the shot goes in. And that's 31 points for Allen.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Hartenstein. Joe with it. Out to the right wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:46 left to play in the third. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 22 is their biggest lead.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Houston with a big group substitution here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Jalen Green. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Wiggins is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Joe passes to Williams. Williams against Eason. It's hauled in by Adams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Jason Wallace, he's checked in for Alex Caruso.
Jason Wallace.
Thunder trailing by 20. Outside Williams. Pass to Joe. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Wallace with a screen for Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Allen surveying the D. Fires the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Allen's got 15 points in just the second half.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Over Eason. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets leading by 20. Thompson outside. Here's Allen. And no good that time. Nice defense from Wallace. Outside Williams. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Houston closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins is... Group substitution here. John Blandale's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Smith. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And Allen subbed in for Green. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Wallace. Williams kicks to Caruso. Wiggins passes to Joe. Floats it up for Wiggins. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Down low, here's Allen. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. 40 points for Allen.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Allen kicks to Green. It's Brooks on the wing. Houston moving it around. Allen's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Brooks. Back to Allen. Brooks right side. And he lays it straight in.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Williams. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And stolen by Wiggins. Caruso up top. On the wing, Wiggins. Over Allen. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Allen.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And here are the Rockets now. Williams with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Joe. His three-pointers off the mark.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Joe passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he drives in, and that one drops.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant show.